Good evening, sir.
Very evening, dear.
Good evening, everyone.
Very good evening.
As you know, myself Shruti Likhar and I have done my 9th class and pursuing to 10th class as well as learning English from State Fast Spoken English classes. And today it's our what if topic. So I'm gonna tell you about what if the animals could speak. Just suppose that you wake up at your morning and your pet dog is telling that just wake up, I want to go for a walk, just give me food and all. So what would happen? You will be very happy. And after that the humans could also understand their feelings, their emotion, and the world will be very understanding. And if the animals start talking, so the scientists could also discover many things on them by the animal communication, because animals could tell many secrets about the natures and all. So it would be very understanding and very amazing. Yeah, everything has a disadvantage also. Like suppose everybody around you, like insects, animals, and everybody is talking. So there would be very much noise. You can see around you. You can see around you. So it has the disadvantages also, and like the zoos and the zoos will be disappear from India and from the world, because if the animals could talk, so they could also protest about their pens and all. Like in zoo we can also see like animals are not getting food properly, and also they could also tell that they are not having proper food, and also after that the zoo could also disappear if animals starts talking. And what if the parrots and the other birds started talking, like the neighborhood aunties, like they started complaining about each others and all? It would be a little bit funnier. And in the disadvantages we can also say that the animals would always demand for food, and the cat, we know that she wants, every time she wants royalty, so she would complain about her royalty and all. So it would be very amazing if the animals could talk. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. Oh, very good morning.
I am Yashraj Yadav, and today I am here to tell you a very interesting topic. Like, in our life, we need to plant every plant, or, of course, a tree. Why? Because it gives us oxygen. But what happens if oxygen disappears for only 5 seconds? Simple. Very simple. Okay, so let's suppose the oxygen disappears with this movement. So first what will happen? Your eardrums would collapse, because in our mind we need oxygen, and oxygen circulates air pressure also through our ear. If that gets disrupted, it would cause our hearing to go deaf. We won't be able to hear anything. Second, let's suppose this wall is also supported by oxygen. Why? Because the chemical bond is connected through it. Like there is oxygen in everything. So if oxygen gets disappeared for 5 seconds, this building would collapse and we would be dead. But suppose some of the teachers, trainers, Chetan sir and Chitranj got out. But even worse, because now outside there is no ozone layer. Ozone layer contains oxygen, and if there is no oxygen, it would get depleted. And the solar radiations, the UV rays, will burn them to crisp. We would have a kebab, of course, right? So let's suppose Chitransh survived that. He found a shelter, but as he thought, now as I got burned, I will jump into water. But there is no water because there is H2O. No O. Oh my god. There is only hydrogen. And hydrogen won't be good for his skin. Of course, he would get suffer such a rough skin. Now let's suppose he is smart and he didn't fall into water. He thought, let's just walk and wait for 5 seconds. But then all the satellites and planes are also coming because most of the pilots are having that navigation and everything in their mind and everything. Now if their negotiation signal gets cut off because they are now becoming deaf, so it means a simple thing, they won't be able to navigate the plane and there won't be any combustion. Like combustion is a thing that we have in vehicles. Like, you know, when we have to light fire, we need oxygen. So now there is no combustion because there is no oxygen. No oxygen means no fire means no combustion. So planes, satellites, vehicles would also get falling over Chitransh. Because now let's suppose he also survived that. He's Superman. Okay? Then remember, his body consists 45% of oxygen. And now there's no oxygen. So how will he survive? No oxygen means no life. And that's why it becomes very critical for us to plant trees every day in our life. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Myself Chitran Srivastav, and today's my topic is is it on? Okay. So today's my topic is what if India wouldn't be ruled by Britishers? What will happen? Firstly, think that if India would still ruled by a Britishers, what will happen? Can you tell me anything like what will happen if we are still ruled by Britishers? Rakhi, can you tell me? Rahul.
Sorry? You said something. And we will always be slave, we won't have freedom and that all. We won't be able to grow. We will be always a slave and doing the same thing.
So
We have to do work what we are saying, and we also.
yeah.
But we also get.
According to me, we would be in a dictatorship. And in dictatorship, we will be more advanced and get more education without poverty. That's the thing. But what if we wouldn't be ruled by Britishers? If we wouldn't be ruled by Britishers, the India and Pakistan separation wouldn't be happening. And we got independent very earlier before 1947. Like before we get earlier, like we got independence, after that we would be able to grow more, we would be literate. We have gurukul systems in our past time, still we have our gurukul system which are more cultural, advanced, and which gives us the knowledge about our living life, like how to live our life. uh, have you ever heard about I can say Shast, Rigved, Yajurved, Atharved. These are the patterns of teaching which are previous rishis, which we can say saints used to teach us. In that, they teach us how to live our life properly with rules, etiquettes, and control on our mind and emotions. And after that, for a long time, we have been just improving a lot and a lot. Our education would be the best, our GDP would be the greatest, and we are ruling the world like Russia and America are doing nowadays. We would be more advanced than that, and as well as cultural, and what we can say, we are in a good zone, we are behaving properly, we are not that much aggressive like we used to nowadays. Like have you just, like, suppose you are walking by a road, you just got crashed by someone, maybe you weren't telling him anything, but he will reply you with some good words. So that's the thing happening nowadays. But like, if we were got independent, we won't be ruled by Americans, there won't be colonies, the colonial system of living. We would be living in a natural condition, the agriculture will be on the top, and with that we can become the supreme power. With our agriculture we can just trade a lot. Previously we are used to trade a lot, we export a lot of grains, wheats, rice, and that all. So suppose if there wouldn't be a trade of that, nowadays we are not exporting that much wheat, rice, we are exporting tomatoes and little bit of cotton, that's the thing. But suppose we wouldn't be ruled by Britishers, can you tell me any one thing, if what will happen if we wouldn't be ruled by Britishers? Any one thing?
Lots of gold mines, we will have lots of gold, money.
Yeah. Kohinoor would be here. And what about you, Chandrika?
And we will
You don't know? Dev?
We can rule by British, so we can survive because resources are not transferred one country from another.
I'm asking about, we wouldn't be ruled by Britishers. Yeah, you can tell.
and also we will be rich in minerals because
What?
Britishers know about that. So they
India would be technically more advanced than any civilization on earth.
Okay.
Yeah,
Mohit?
maybe
Yeah, Rahul, you can.
maybe we will be more educated earlier because they only teach us what how much they want to teach us. They only give us that much independence or that much space to read or that much thing to educate ourselves. If they powerful country,
Earlier. Powerful. Let me tell you one thing. Before we ruled by Britishers, we were the most powerful and supreme authority according to India. We won't be exporting and we won't be just expanding our boundaries. We weren't doing that. We weren't doing that like we were expanding our boundaries. We are living in the space which was ours only. Like India and Pakistan was one at that time. At the land of Pakistan, you can find a lot of minerals. There are a lot of minerals like gold, diamonds, but there is no resources nowadays to extract that. But if India and Pakistan wouldn't be separated and wouldn't be ruled by Britishers, we can extract their minerals, we can utilize that, and we can become the supreme power. That's the thing. That's all. Thank you, sir. Would I take the water bottle from on?
yeah. Yeah, it's on. Yes, start.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening to all of you.
very good evening.
My name is Shikha Pal. As you know about me, so I think that's enough. So, today's my topic is if Mahatma Gandhi hadn't been in India, then what would might be what would might have happened? Okay, so if Mahatma Gandhi hadn't been in India, the course of the India's freedom struggle and its social development and its social development.
No, I want.
Yeah, start.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, all of you, my friends.
Good evening.
My name is Nandini. Today I am going to tell about something we all love, our mobile phones. Imagine just for a moment if our mobile phones had really feelings. If our mobile phones had feelings, they would probably to be a more irritated and tired gadgets on earth. Just imagine your phone is waking up in the morning and groaning. Oh no, here we go for again endless scrolling, endless messages, selfies and notifications. They would
It's okay, Nandini, you can continue. If you don't get sure.
they would absolutely complain about how we do not rest it and even for a minute.
Yeah, continue.
Even for a minute, phone says you humans get 8 hour of sleeps, and even we don't take 8 minutes without notifications. They had, uh, they had cried at night and said, please don't watch one more video. And they might get jealous also. When we buy a new phone or new mobile phone covers, they said, oh no, you care about my looks and my work. And when the battery gets down, they had shouted and said, please feed me electricity before I faint. If our phone work day and night, no without any vacations, no weekends, even for a not a lunch break. And if really our phone had feelings, so they asked for vacation without human. Thank you.
आप ठीक है? Good evening, sir. Good evening, all of you. Very good evening. Today I'm Nidhi Chaurasia, and today I'm gonna talking about India and Pakistan. What if India and Pakistan will be together? So if India and Pakistan will be together, so we can live with fearless and with calmness and with peaceful lives, with peaceful life and fearless life. And because in both countries fighting, everyone lost many things. Everyone lost many things, like their family members, their money, their houses, their relatives, and many more things. So if India and Pakistan will be get together, so we can grow more, and we being a stronger country in a world, because Pakistan is very near of our country. So if India and Pakistan will we live together and without fighting, so we can live very peaceful life, and we grow very stronger. And I wanna tell you some examples, like Pulwama attack, and Jammu Kashmir attack, and Operation Sindoor. These are operations, and these are fighting recently occurred. So in fighting Pulwama attack and Operation Sindoor, everyone lost many things. Both countries lost their relatives, their family members, and lost many things. So this is my thought, that India and Pakistan should be same country and will be together, because in both fighting, enemy countries get benefit, and some enemy countries will enjoy to see in our fighting, because Pakistan and India our neighbors country. So I want to tell you, and that is my thought. India and Pakistan will be get together and live together. Thank you. Sure. Oh, sorry.
So, good morning, sir.
Very morning, dear.
Good morning, my dear friends. Very good morning. So, my topic is what would happen if the gap between rich and poor disappeared. So, let's start. If the gap between rich and poor disappeared, the world would become a much fairer and happier place. Everyone would have equal opportunities to live a good life. There would be no hunger or homelessness, because everyone would have enough money for food, shelter and education. People should respect each other more, because crime rates would decrease, as people wouldn't steal or cheat for survive. So in short, if the gap between rich and poor disappeared, the world would be peaceful, calmness, and everyone would have equal opportunities to live a good life.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, my dear friends. My name is Mayank Lal. I live in Indore, Subhas Nagar. My topic is Diwali. Diwali is the festival of light. A celebration of good over evil, celebrated by lighting, diyas, creating. It also mark return Rama to Ayodhya after defeating Ravan. A key part stories. A key part stories of exchange gifts and worship God like Lakshmi ji and firecrackers and many. Thank you, sir.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, my all dear friends. So today's my topic is about internet. If there is no internet, so what will happen? If there is no internet, so everything is I think not every but something is stopped. Like we can't send our message to another place to another place, like country, state, or even city. Also, we can't send our message to another one. And if we talk about people, so I think if there is no internet, so some people who can use the internet, they can't about don't know about internet. Only something we can get in internet. Because of that, many of people get in that good things or bad things. If we can say about good things, so the good things is that people can use internet for educations or keeping some knowledge. If we talk about bad things, so people can use it badly to use something wrong. So if internet is not there, so there is notice sent by the people to by time. It take much time to send message to anyone. If we can talk about street fast, also there is a branch in YouTube, so many people know about in YouTube. So there is a street fast English club, so of because of that 20% people can come for internet. Thank you, sir.
Black magic. May I start?
Yeah.
Okay. Good evening, sir, and good evening, all my friends. Myself Anjali Bharat, and as you all know who I am. So, firstly, the topic is what if. What happens? So, I am gonna present my presentation. So, my topic is what if the Britishers didn't come in India. So, I have a 3 points, like first is education system, second is sati system, and the third is the tax relaxation. So, firstly just tell me who know why the Britishers came in India. I mean, what is the biggest aim to come in India, Britishers? Business. Trade.
To loot
Because
us.
the trade was easy.
For colonization.
Okay, and who is and anyone know who is the first Britishers who come in India? Vasco da Gama. He came in India in the sun of 1608 for the trade perspective, and you know that was the time of Mughal Empire. The biggest reasons who's give the Indians to the who's give the Britishers to the trade. He was the Zamorin, who was the Mughal Empire of the Calcutta. He gave the first permission to the Britishers, means Vasco da Gama, for do a trade from the India. So maybe the Zamorin, he was the biggest, he did the biggest mistake to give a Britishers to come India. But there are many good things about the Britishers, and there are many bad things about the Britishers. Like if I talk about the best thing, the first is the English education. As we all know, who's gave us to a English education? So he was only the Britishers, because first time when the Britishers came in India, after that they when they observed the Indian environment and Indians people environment, so that time they think that the Indian peoples, they have a good mindset, they have a best education, but they haven't a education in English, because they want a cheap laborers to do a work in their trade company. So they wanted to they wanted to hire the cheap laborers in India, or they wanted Indians as a labor peoples. So they just this is the biggest way to give a biggest aim to give Indian people in a English education system. Like if I talk about the Raja Ram Mohan Roy, so he was the, maybe he is the he known as the father of modern India, because he is the one people of the India who's absorbed the Britishers, like the modern environment and the traditional environment. He wanted to make Indian as a modern, because he absorbed the Britishers technologies and Britishers innovations, and that's all how the Britishers was going on ahead. So they wanted to give all the things. So first thing is a good education system. We got a English education system. Right now we are speaking English. We are able to speak English just because of Britishers, because he was the giver in English educations to the India. And the second is the sati system. Anyone know about the sati system?
Yeah.
As we all know. So when the in the past time, when the time of Britishers, there was the post of general governor. So the general governor was the Lord William. When he absorbed this system, that sati system, that after that they just wanted to remove and they wanted to abolish this sati system, because the old Indian peoples, they practice of the sati system. Because who didn't know about the sati system? Raise your hand. You don't know? Like if, as we all know, in the past time the girls got a marriage in a younger age, and if the girl's husband died in a younger age, so she has to die with her husband. It's a sati system. So when the Lord William absorbed this sati system, so they wanted to change and they wanted to abolish it. Then if the Lord Williams didn't take action against this sati system, so maybe now the times we all have to practice it. So this is the good thing about the Britishers. And the third is tax relaxation. Like as we all know, in the Mughal Empire there was a tax system. tax system is the oldest method of the India which is the going on right now. So like if I talk about the tax relaxation, so India's Britishers have a bad thing about the tax, because if there is a Britishers road, and if your goat, and goat means animal, if the animal just gone on the Britishers road, so they are just collecting the tax for why your goat and why your animal just go on our roads. So they were just collecting this much tax from the Indian people. And when Britishers they took away from the India's totally, so they are just doing a trade in India. But when they just collect the goods from the Indias, and when they just take the Indian goods and go to, and when they took the Indians and goes to the in Britishers, so they don't have to give a tax on that goods, because the one Rani Elizabeth, if you know about this, she's Rani Elizabeth, they gave a trade maybe one dastak pass. He with the use of they can they didn't have to give a tax on their goods. But if the Indians want to purchase something from the other countries, so Indians have to give a tax. So it's like a one-sided trade which is going on that time. So that's all about my topics. Thank you.
So good evening, sir. Good evening, everyone. So as our presentation is going on, in the presentation we are talking about what if. We are talking about what if. So in the what if, I will talk about what if in the past time where we have B.R. Ambedkar, if he wouldn't in the world, and if he wouldn't born in the India or in the world, so what happened? What would happen? He made many rules. He made a constitution. Just because of constitution we have many rules, and just because of constitution, in the constitution we have many rules, and he gave power to us. He gave power to women. He gave power to us to educate ourselves. He gave power to ourselves to do other things. He gave he in the constitution he wrote all that things about constitution, means about rules, about these powers, about these all things. So in these things we have women have power to educate, because in the earlier time, at that time, as my friend said, that they don't have a women don't have a power or freedom to go outside. They don't have independence to go outside. They have to be in the what we call, so nakab. Yeah, they have to be in the nakab, and they have to just, means we can say what we as what we call, so we they have to be in the parda, and like that they don't get chance to, go outside. They don't get chance to do anything. They just have to do their home. Yeah, they just have to do their home domestic work, whatever they want. They don't need to go anywhere. They don't have a chance to educate themselves. They don't have a chance to do anything for themselves. They just have to do their works, domestic works, and they just have to fulfill their home main needs. They don't have other things apart from these. But man goes other places, other things. They do other things, and just because of the V.R. Ambedkar, we got many things in the constitution. We have many rules. We got many things, and he is the someone, he faced many things in his life, because earlier in his life he was even not able to sit in the classes. He used to sit outside the classes, and he is the someone who inspired me a lot, because I read his story a lot at many times, because at that time when he used to go to his schools, the teacher didn't allow to sit with them, just like nowadays we can sit. So he made that thing. We are not able to sit with the people who is rich, who is from the upper caste. He didn't get chance to sit with him or them, and he used to sit outside, and he is not even able to drink that water. He has to carry his own water and his own things. So just like that, so he faced many things. Just because of that, he made rules, he made constitution, and in just because of constitution we are doing this. We have that freedom to speech. We have freedom to talk to anything. We have to means everything, whatever we can go anywhere. We can go in the country, other country, in our world. We can do many things in the world. But before that we are not able to do. Especially for the women, he made these rules for the women are not even able to do anything, as I said earlier. So these things, he made these things, and he brought these things, and he made these rules in the constitution. He was the president earlier. He did around 32 or 35 degrees he completed, and he completed his law from the London, I think from the London University, London School of College, London School of Law of London School. So he completed there, and he has many degrees. He has wrote many things, and he was the president in the what do we call assembly. So he made this. So that's all for today. Thank you.
Good evening, sir. Good evening to all of you. My name is Shikha Pal. So today's my topic is, if Mahatma Gandhi hadn't been in India, then what would happen? So, if Mahatma Gandhi hadn't been in India, the course of India's freedom struggle and its social development would likely have been very different. So, here what might have happened. So, first one, freedom struggle could have more violent. So Mahatma Gandhi's principle of non-violence and its social development would likely be without him, India's independence movement have rebellion and violent posted. Second one is lack of mass unity. Gandhiji brought together people from all the religions and religion, caste and regions. Third one is different leadership different leaders in charge. Figure like Subhash Chandra Bose, Jawaharlal Nehru and Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel might have lead in their own ways. So and last one is social reform might have slowed. So Gandhiji fought against untouchability, promote women's participate. Thank you.
Good evening, sir. Hi, guys. Hello. How are you all? Fantastic. So today I'm just gonna talk about time. That what if there will be more than 24 hours, or what if there will be less than 24 hours? Have you ever imagined that if there will be more than 24 hours, what would be? You will be, firstly, if I talk about the human nature, you will think I will sleep 2 more hour or 1 more hour more. Literally, we will think that we will have more time to scroll. Some people will think we will have more time to scroll the reels, or either we will say we will have more time to sleep. And some people will think about their goals. They will have more time to focus on their career and the things which they want to do. Because just think about that, and it is the one fact. And just think about that, if what there will be 23 hours or 22 hours in a day. Do you ever imagine that it will be just like you will have to do your works too fast. Your life, your schedule, your life, your everything will become changed. Why? Because just think about that, when there will be the more hour, you will be lazy. But when there will be the less hour, you become exhausted, because you are not in the habitual of 23 hours. You are not in the habitual of 23 hours or 22 hours. And that's why your life become exhausted. Why it become exhausted? Just think about that. You will have to do your works very fast, because if you don't do your works very fast, so you won't be able to achieve your goals. Because if there will be 23 hours, so would you be able to imagine that your life will become too much exhausted. Your 1 hour it's deducted from your life. Would you be able to imagine that 60 minutes? In that 60 minutes, you would be able to do lots of things. Just ask those people who are working on their goals. Just because of that, they need more time. Sometimes, I really think that, sometimes if I wish I could have 25 hours or more than 24 hours. Just because of that, I will have time to give myself. Because nowadays, we are not giving time to ourselves. We are just giving studies and this all. So just utilize that 1 hour if we will have. But as we all know the reality, we won't have. But nowadays it is in news, not in news, but yeah, there might be a 23 hours, or there might be 1 hour will be added. It will be if the things will go in a way. I'm not remembering the complete knowledge about that, and I'm not remembering the lines and this all. But yeah, there might be it possible. There might be 1 hour less or 1 hour more. So just imagine that. What would if we have? Just nowadays it happens. Our cycle rotate, like we get up, go to the college or school, then coaching classes, then again if you have different coaching classes, then again home. It cycles like that. But just think about that, if you have one more hour, so what would you do? Literally, guys, tell me, what would you do? Yeah?
I'll invest more time on learning.
I will give a focus on my health.
Okay. You?
I will just play more football.
Okay. Yashasvi?
I like to make crafts. I will make crafts.
Ma'am, you? Okay. Sir, what would you do if you have 1 more hour? 1 more extra hour?
Travel, work.
Okay. Shruti? Yeah. So this is the problem, that our cycle is going like that and we don't have time. So speak.
Can you tell me why the time will be reduced or increased by 1 hour, 2 hours?
No, it is not a scientific, it is not that fixed, it will be improved. It is just what if it will be less, so we will become exhausted. Literally, we will become exhausted because there will be too much pressure. In 24 hours, we have pressure. Those who are working and they are workaholic. If we are talking about the cow's potatoes, so they doesn't mean, because they will need 1 more hour to sleep and do the things which they do not do. But what about the workaholic person? What they will have? They will have 1 more hour to just focus on them for themselves. So this is all about my session. Thank you.